All right, everybody, welcome back. Thanks for watching. This is going to be my review of Old Tub Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, bottled in bond. All right, so I know it says on here this is a limited edition bottle. I don't know what that means. I do know that this was available at the distillery in the 375 milliliter bottle for a little bit under 20. So looks like now they got the full size fifth, and this is currently going for around 20 bucks in the US. So 20 bucks, not that many bottled in bonds you're going to find for 20. So I figured I'd go ahead and grab it. I'll go ahead and put some graphics up of the label. But one of the things I noticed on here is that it says unfiltered. By unfiltered, it says that it has not been chill filtered. So what that means to you is that if you put this on the rocks, it's probably going to turn cloudy. Also, it says it hasn't been charcoal filtered also. It's saying here that all they did was filter out like pieces of the barrel wood. So, hey, bottled in bond, as you know, 100 proof from the same distillery, distilled in one season. And the only thing else about this I know is that I know Jim Beam also has a Jim Beam bonded, which is 100 proof, but that one doesn't say it's filtered. So using deduction, I'm going to assume that this is the same thing they use for Jim Beam bonded, but this one is unfiltered. So I haven't had the Jim Beam bonded. So if you have, and you have had this one, let me know in the comments of the long-term review if it tastes the same to you. So that's all I got. Let's go ahead and crack this sucker open and get into it. Cork pop, nice fake cork. Let's go ahead and pour out a little into here. And I'm going to give you the color in a second. All right, so there's the color. Hopefully you guys can get a look at that color on there. Looks pretty good. All right, so the nose in these Glencairn glasses. You may have noticed I recently got this Glencairn glasses because it seems like that's what all the whiskey reviewers do. I think it's a little pretentious, but it does kind of help you get the aromas out of here. Every time I go out to eat, they never give me a Glencairn glass. They always give you, at best, a rocks glass. But hey, it is what it is. On the nose, I'm definitely getting that bean smell. This kind of reminds me of the Jim Beam Devil's Cut, kind of. All right, so on the nose, you get the typical, if you guys have had Jim Beam stuff before, that bean funk. Think along the lines of Old Granddad. Yeah, kind of reminds me of the Devil's Cut. Cinnamon, kind of. Not really boozy, though. 100 proof. So I gave you guys the color. That's the nose. Let's go ahead and go in for the taste. Cheers. Okay, so the first thing I noticed is the mouthfeel. Mouthfeel on here is good. It coats your mouth. The second thing I noticed is that my tongue is still tingling. The finish on here is medium. And this is the first time that I'm getting kind of like, I understand why people say it's like that peanut shell kind of deal. Yes, the finish is medium. You get a little bit of the heat. I don't think it's overpowering for 100 proof. You could tell that it's not as refined. If you ever had the Knob Creek, which is also 100 proof, that's in the small batch. This is not that. The Knob Creek tastes more refined. This to me tastes like the classic Jim Beam. Jim Beam white label, amplified with a better mouthfeel and more of that raw Jim Beam funk. That's what I'm getting on here. First impression, yeah, I think it's good. I think it will be good in a cocktail. That's why you got to do the long term. So if you guys know me, you know that I'll be back with the long term because, that neck pour, never can tell. Let some air get in this bad boy. It may change. But first impressions, yeah, I don't have any regrets for the money I paid for it. I'm very happy with it. Let me get one last taste. Yeah, so like I said, it's solid. It's no Knob Creek, but it's also not a Jim Beam white label. Yeah, it's decent. For the price, 100 proof, bottled in bond, unfiltered. It's unique in the marketplace for now. So, hey, I'll be back. I'll tell you what I think. Thanks for watching. Cheers.